little out of sorts for Marmaton Valley, but now they've kind of got things under control. Pass it around on the wing, have it up at high on the edge, into the free throw line. They make their back cut. Nice job by the Indians covering at that time. And they were able to force the turnover. The Wildcats tried to hit that backdoor pass, and it went out of bounds that time. So looks like the Indians, at least for that first possession, made a nice adjustment on that, Dan.
Thank you, Ross. Albertini with the basketball, feeds it off the left wing to Elise Doherty. Hopefully we're back up and running on the live stream. Having to use the internet tower tonight, and we'll see if it works a little better here in the second half. Might take a little while for it to come up, so be patient trying to get it back up. Elise Doherty drives in, nice left-handed drive. She's fouled and scores. So a good start to the third period for Doherty, the junior.
Yeah, you know, early in the season, Dan, Elise Doherty, probably the first 3 or 4 games, was the leading scorer or second leading scorer, and she's capable of putting up double digits pretty easy. And if we can get her going tonight, that'll sure make a big difference in this second half.
Off on the free throw is Doherty. Gives the Indians a 1-point lead, 20-19. Marmaton Valley basketball. Grenier with the basketball right wing. Fakes across court, feeds it back up top, whips it all the way around to Becker. Becker gets past Albertini, is fouled as she drove with the left hand right past Sophia. The help had to come over, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Sophia tried to close out, and she was going out a little too fast and out of control. She allowing the point guard to make just a little ball fake and get to the basket.
And that is the 4th foul on Claire Bradshaw. I didn't realize she was in that much foul trouble in the first half. 4th foul on Claire as Ava Chambers checks in for her. Becker misses the first, settles in at the line for her second. 6:58 left to go in the third. Right now we're tied at 20 as Becker 1 for 2 from the foul line. Albertini with the basketball. Dribbles to her right. Becker cuts her off. Now back to the left, in towards free throw line, and gives it right up to Grenier on the steal. Sophia kind of dribbled into no man's land and tried to shovel it off, and Grenier seen it coming, stepped right in. Becker, left wing, back up top to Ard. Ard to Grenier. Grenier, good-looking young freshman for Marmaton Valley. Off to Michaela Ard, back up top to Becker. Becker spins to her left. Off to Ard. Allison Ard picks up her dribble, almost a steal. Now Harris with the basketball. Harris picks up her dribble, feeds it back to Emerald Struthers. 20-20. 6:04. Feed inside. Chambers off her hand, out of bounds. Another turnover. Gives it right back to Marmaton Valley.
Yeah, she tried to feed Ava, who was posting up down low, and ball just was a little bit out of Ava's reach for a turnover.
Becker with the basketball. Brings it across half court. 5:56 left to go here in the third period. Tied at 20. Marmaton Valley basketball. Grenier to her right, all the way in. Tough shot up, no good. Rebound Marmaton Valley. Put back on its way, no good. Knocked out of bounds by the Indians. It'll stay with Marmaton Valley.
Yeah, 2 Indian ladies, or Lady Indians, were in position for that rebound, but they both went for it and ended up knocking out of each other's hands out of bounds.
5:40 left to go here in the third period. Tied at 20. Becker with the basketball. Left wing. Off to Grenier. Back cut. Feed into Ard at the right block. Gets it back off. 3 on the way. Short. No good. Out of bounds. It goes back to Lady Indians.
Yeah, the Lady Indians are doing a little better job watching that backdoor cut, Dan, and but Marmaton Valley still trying to go to it.
Not a lot of energy on the floor, does it seem like, for the Indian squad here tonight, thus so far. Kenna Doherty with the basketball, back to Elise Doherty. Bounce pass inside to Struthers, shot up on its way, gets it to go. Tough shot by Struthers, but she scores from the right-hand block.
Nice.
And the Indians back up by 2.
Nice job by Emerald to do the post up with the jump shot. She's not a real tall player, but she actually elevates very well on her jump shot, which lets her shoot those shots inside as a post player would.
Grenier with the basketball off to Becker. Becker guarded by Kenna Doherty up top to Ard, back to Grenier, feet inside. Chambers took her eye off it. She had it in her hands, off her fingertips, out of bounds. It'll stay with Marmaton Valley with 4:36 left to go in the third. Becker with the basketball, tries to feed into the backside to Ard, stolen away by Josie Harris. Harris comes down, gets it poked away from her. Looked like a foul, got away with it. Kenna Doherty down to the baseline to Elise. Three on the way, off the back iron, no good. Harris with the rebound, loses it, gets it back, put back, no good. Backside rebound by Marmaton Valley, and a foul by Kenna Doherty.
Yeah, tough luck by the Indians. Elise had a wide open three, thought it was going to go down, and Josie Harris was in good position for that backside rebound and just could not get it to fall.
Marmaton Valley basketball. Chloe Simi in for Kenna Doherty. Becker with the basketball. St. Paul up by 2. Timeout Marmaton Valley. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. Here's St. Paul basketball, Hot 105. Welcome back, 22-20, 4:11 left to go in the third. Marmaton Valley basketball on the sideline as they set to put it in play. Feed in, almost stole by Simi. Becker with the basketball, off to Grenier. She gets past all the Indian defenders, misses a shot. Ava Chambers with the rebound, feeds it back to Struthers. Struthers ahead to Simi. Simi drives the baseline, cut off, and it's going to be a charge on Simi. She drove hard with her left hand.
Yeah, nice idea by Chloe to be aggressive on the offensive end and take it hard to the basket. But nice job by the Marmaton Valley Wildcats getting in position and drawing the charge.
22-20, 3:56 left to go here in the third. Indians up by 2. Grenier with the basketball, up top to number 22, Scharf. Right wing to Becker, jump shot on the way, no good. Elise Doherty with the basketball, all the way down, splits 2 defenders, shot up, no good, but she's fouled. She'll go line and shoot 2. I believe it's Scharf on the foul. 22-20, 3:34 left to go in the third. Second team foul on Marmaton Valley. Second on number 22, Kendall Scharf, a 5'6" junior. Elise Doherty at the line to shoot 2. First one off the back iron, no good. Doherty settles into line for her second. Gets it to go. And it goes back to Marmaton Valley. Becker with the basketball. Off to the right, and it's going to be a foul on Chloe Simi. 4th team foul on the Indians. They lead by 3, 23-20. 4th team foul on the Indians. Second on Chloe Simi. Becker set to put the ball in play under Marmaton Valley's basket. Grenier back to Becker. Lob into the weak side to Grenier. Turnaround shot, no good. And Doherty with the basketball, feeds it ahead to Harris. Sets her feet, 3-pointer on the way, good. Josie Harris hits the 3, her second of the night. And it gets the Indians up to a 6-point lead, 26-20.
Very nice job by Josie Harris. She caught it. She made sure she was square to the basket, got her feet set, took her time. They weren't really pressuring her, and did a nice job of getting that in the basket.
Knocked out of bounds by Simi, so it'll stay with the Wildcats. And sub into the game, Sophia Albertini checks in for Elise Doherty with 2:54 left to go into third. Indians up by 6. And Becker set to put the ball in play for Marmaton Valley. She looks on the inbounds, fed to backside, wide open on the back door, no good on the shot by Ard. Rebound comes to the Indians. Out to Struthers, three-pointer on the way, off, no good. Rebound to Marmaton Valley, number 15, Michaela Ard, the senior. Becker with the basketball, backside feed to Grenier, off her fingertips, just over her fingertips, out of bounds, and back to the Lady Indians.
Indians are doing a good job of not letting them have that backdoor cut.
Albertini with the basketball, 2:31 left to go here in the third. Indians up by 6, tying their biggest lead of the game, where they let Marmaton Valley come back and actually take the lead, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession there of the inner. Chambers dribbled across the lane, got tied up. Albertini up top to Harris. Harris picks up her dribble, hits Albertini on the back cut. Oh, it looked like a travel, got away with it, and a reverse layup is no good, and rebound comes out to Marmaton Valley. Becker with the basketball, and it's going to be a foul on Simi, her third.
I mean, she was just playing up on her tight. I didn't really see a block there. Usually a block's when the girl's moving with the basketball, dribbling with the basketball, and she had picked up her dribble and was just trying to make a pass.
Set to put the ball in play is Allison Ard from Marmaton Valley. Feeds it into Becker. Becker with her left hand. And it's going to be out on Grenier. A turnover goes back to the Indians of St. Paul. 1:51 left to go in the third. Indians up by 6. Sophia Albertini with the basketball. Crosses half court with it. Off to Kenna Doherty. To Struthers. Struthers off to Chambers. Chambers to Albertini. Ball fake. Drives into the lane, right into the heart of the defense. Going to be a foul. Oop. Yeah, foul on the floor on Marmaton Valley. Third team foul on Marmaton Valley. Third on number 25, Kaylee Becker. Lobbying over the top to Struthers. In the man-to-man is Marmaton Valley. They switched. Three-pointer on the way by Sophia Albertini. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Kenna Doherty, and it go back to Marmaton Valley.
Lady Indians done a nice job of getting the lead, going from a 1-point deficit to getting the lead to 6 points. Their defense has done a good job. They have held Marmaton Valley without a field goal this third quarter, just 1 free throw.
Hard with the basketball, 5-second call, good defense. Turnover goes back to the Lady Indians. St. Paul basketball, 1:12 left to go in the third, 26-20, 6-point lead for the Lady Indians. Sophia Albertini with the basketball, reverses it back to Harris. Harris up to Struthers to Chambers. Chambers with the basketball, feeds it to Harris. Harris shot up, no good, partially blocked. She's going to be foul. She's going to go line to shoot 2.
Nice entry pass by Ava Harris to Josie, and went up, and when you get the ball down low like that, usually good things happen.
Harris at the line to shoot 2. First shot up and in there. Harris settles in at the line for second. Newman back into the game for Marmaton Valley. Second shot on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound too loose on the ground. Chambers ties up Marmaton Valley. Grenier, but possession arrow stays with the Wildcats.
Lady Indians quickly jump into their full court pressure. We'll get a quick turnover here, Dan.
Wildcats basketball. Full court pressure applied by the Indians. Sub into the game. Becker back into the game for Marmaton Valley. Newman feeds it into Grenier to the center. They easily break the press, and that's going to be a foul on Chambers. And it's going to be Marmaton Valley basketball under their own rim.
Tough luck for Ava because the girl dribbled it off her foot out of bounds. Maybe part of that was because Ava bumped her a little bit.
16 foul on the Indians. First on Chambers. Up top to Newman. Now a steal by Kenna Doherty. Doherty trying to chase it down. Double dribble. She couldn't chase it down. Slapped it with both hands. She gets whistled for the double dribble and gives it back to Marmaton Valley.
Yeah, tough luck for Kenna. She was going to end up with a wide open layup, but like I said, she just had a little trouble getting her handle on that ball.
Becker with the basketball, feeds it in to Ard. Wadded from behind by Albertini, but chased down by Ard. Becker to Grenier, backside wide open layup, no good, but she misses it to Newman. Newman will go to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job by Marmaton Valley breaking the press.
32 seconds left to go in the third, 27-20. Indians up by 7 as Newman misses her first. Excuse me. 5'6" sophomore, just 1-2 seniors on the squad for Marmaton Valley, Michaela Ard and Kaylee Becker.
Yeah, we talk a lot about how young St. Paul is, Dan, but I think Marmaton Valley might be just as young, if not maybe a little more young.
Misses both free throws. Rebound comes out to Harris for the Indians.
Gonna hold it for one shot, Dan?
Only unless we get a good look at the basket and have a chance to shoot the ball. 17 seconds, you know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Ralph. 13, and it appears like maybe we're going to.
Well,
27-20. Struthers with the basketball into the lane, kicks it out. 3-pointer on the way. Good look. Off, no good. Grenier with the rebound, and that's going to be the end of the third period. Indians up by 7, 27-20. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 8 minutes left to go in the game. 27-20. Indians lead by 7.
yeah, nice job by the defense. You know, last night Coach Chuck made some good adjustments at halftime. Same thing tonight. They held Marmaton Valley to 1 free throw that third quarter, Dan, which didn't shot a little bit better than we did the second quarter, but not great. But when you're holding a team to 1 free throw, that sure helps. It makes a big difference.
Albertini right wing to Chloe Seamy. On the floor for the Indians is Seamy, Struthers, Elise Doherty, and Ava Chambers. Turnover. He gives it back to the Wildcats to start the fourth period.
Yeah, good idea by Chloe. She was going to try to feed it down low from the wing down to Emerald Struthers, who was posting up, but just nice job by the defense.
Becker with the basketball, guarded by Albertini, spins to her left. Lob inside. And a jump ball. Seamy and Newman gets tied up with it. It'll stay with Marmaton Valley on the possession arrow.
Yeah, like that time, Dan, the defender didn't try to go out and help on the dribble penetrator. She stayed with her man, and that helped cause that jump ball.
There's that same play where we're on the backside of the inbounder, throws it into the wing, steps into the lower block in front of our player. They've ran it multiple times. Ard with the basketball, feeds it into Newman, shot up off the rim, no good. It's going to be the over the back called on Allison Ard, the junior.
her third. Yeah, Marmaton Valley just can't buy a basket this half.
15 foul on Marmaton Valley. Second.
Be nice to see the Lady Indians have a good offensive possession here, get a good look at the basket. Extend that lead, maybe 9, maybe even double digits.
Seamy with the basketball off to Elise Doherty. Three-pointer top of the key, good.
There you go, Dan.
Marmaton Valley basketball. Grenier with the basketball. A left wing to Ard. To Grenier. Grenier to her right as it stripped. Whoa, that was a pretty weak foul there. 8th team foul on the Indians. That's going to send Grenier to the line to shoot the front end of 1-on-1.
Yeah, looked like a nice dig at the ball, but ref said she got her on the arm, so they called the foul.
Grenier at the line, shoot the front end of 1-on-1 as they settle at the line. 7 minutes left to go in the game. Biggest lead of the game for the Lady Indians, up by 10.
Yeah, Grenier had 11 points in the first quarter, or first half, Dan, and that's her first point here of the second half. So nice job by the Indians on her.
She makes the first as she settles in for her second. Makes them both. Cuts the lead to 8, 30-22, 6:59 left to go in the game. Albertini with the basketball. Right wing off to Elise Doherty. Elise Doherty looks up top. Back cut could have been there if they'd cut a little bit harder and quicker. Bounce pass into Albertini. Spins to the right. Loses it. Picks it back up. Throws up a shot. No good. Elise Doherty with the offensive rebound. Kicks it to Albertini to Chambers. To Chloe Seamy. Seamy back out to Albertini. Need to stay in control here. Off to Elise Doherty. Doherty at right wing. Dribbles towards the right elbow. Steps back out. Feeds it to Struthers. Drives in towards the block. Running shot up. No good. Rebound comes out to Marmaton Valley. 6:19 left to go in the game. Becker, right wing to Grenier. Drives right past Struthers. Help comes. Weak side. Good pass. And they can't get it to go as they are doing a good job of driving to the basket. The help comes and nobody protects that weak side. Newman misses the shot, but she goes to the line to shoot two. She's fouled.
Yeah, we know how that feels, Dan, getting some shots in at the basket, just not getting them to fall.
Harris and Bradshaw back into the game. Also Kenna Doherty. Newman at the line to shoot two. First one right up and through there. As Newman settles in for a second 7-point game. Newman trying to make it 6. At the line, shot up on its way and good. 6-point ball game, 30-24, 6:10 left to go in the game.
All 5 of Marmaton Valley's points in the second half have come off of free throws. They've had some good looks at the basket, haven't got the ball to roll in, but Indians are clinging to a 6-point lead.
Albertini with the basketball, off to Harris. Harris into the lane, Euro step, layup good. Good drive by Josie to get it up and to go.
Nice night for Josie. That's her 6th point of the half, 13th for the game.
Becker with the basketball, left wing. Ard with it, feed down to the block, good pass down underneath, a layup short. A good look at the basket again was Allison Ard. Kenna Doherty comes out there with it. 8-point lead for the Indians. Chloe Seamy wide open three-pointer off the rim, looked good, a little bit short. Albertini with the rebound, feeds it back to Harris. Harris drives into the elbow, kicks it back to Albertini, fakes the three, drives to her right, cut off by Becker, fed out to Bradshaw, round to Harris. Harris back to Doherty at left wing. Doherty surveys, clicks it to Seamy. Seamy, left elbow, bounce pass back out to Josie Harris. Harris off to Seamy, and it's going to be 3 seconds? No. What was the call?
I'm not sure what they called, Dan. Not calling a foul, so it had to be 3 seconds.
I don't know. He kind of just half-heartedly called it, pointed. I thought he pointed it.
Looked like he was pointing at a player, but they didn't put a foul up, so. 4:53
left to go in the game. 8-point lead Ard with the basketball. Shot up, no good. Rebound, put back, no good. Put back up by Peyton Sharp, the freshman. She misses it. Simi with the basketball off to Kenna Doherty. 3 on the way, good.
Nice shot by Kenna, got it in the corner. They didn't cover, and she made him pay.
35-24, 11-point lead for the Indians. Timeout. Marmaton Valley with that will take a timeout. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Point lead for the Indians out of the timeout. 4:17 left to go in the game. Marmaton Valley basketball. Grenier with the basketball, kicks it out to Becker. Becker's jump shot on the way, no good on the floor. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Double bonus, 10th team foul on the Indians as Becker goes to the line to shoot 2. Becker 1 for 2 from the line on the night.
Second foul on Sophia Albertini.
Becker's free throw on its way, no good. Becker settles in back into the game for the Indians is Emerald Struthers. Becker's second free throw on its way and good. 2 for 4 for the line is Becker. 10-point ball game, 35-25. Doherty off to Bradshaw. Bradshaw reverses it back to Harris. Harris dribbles towards the right elbow off to Kenna Doherty. Loses it, but chased down by Bradshaw. Bradshaw going to be fouled on the floor. Just the 16th foul on Marmaton Valley, so it'll be Indians basketball on the sideline with 3:50 left to go in the game. They lead by 10.
I think at this stage, Dan, with a 10-point lead, you just want to be patient, run your offense, no big turnovers, and you don't necessarily have to hold it just only for a layup, but you don't need to take any kind of wild shots either.
Harris with the basketball, Euro step up and under, no good. She gets called for the walk. They didn't want to call that last night.
No.
3:40 left to go in the game, 35-25. Indians up by 10. Becker with the basketball for Marmaton Valley. Off of Grenier's hands and out of bounds, goes right back to Lady Indians.
Nice job of Josie Harris, really overplaying that passing lane going on the wing and caused enough interference that the ball went off Grenier's hands.
Bradshaw with the basketball off to Kenna Doherty. Doherty about double dribbled with the ball, feeds it to Simi on the cut, left-handed layup, good drive, good cut by Chloe. She scores with her left hand.
First 2 points of the night for Chloe came at a good time.
12-point lead for the Indians. Ard with the basketball for Marmaton Valley and now knocked into the backcourt, but it's off of the Indians. Becker with the basketball. Off to Ard. Ard to Allison Ard. Back up top to Becker. Offensive move and screen. Who's that going to be on? I believe it's going to be on number 15.
They called it her and the 15 and the defender were kind of bumping each other down low, and both of them were kind of pushing and shoving, but 15 kind of threw a little elbow in there, and the ref, not saying they both weren't doing it, but the ref saw that one that was thrown. That was the call.
Full court press applied by Marmaton Valley with 2:49 left to go in the game. Elise Doherty with the basketball. Gets across half court, feeds it back to Albertini. Extended pressure applied by Marmaton Valley. 2:36 left to go in the game. Doherty with the basketball off to Harris. Harris.
The nice thing when we're in this situation running clock in is all 5 of our girls are good at dribbling and they can all shoot free throws. So it makes it hard to defend all 5 of our girls, especially with a post player when we spread it out like that.
Doherty misses a shot. Rebound comes out to Marmaton Valley with 2:11 left to go in the game. Indians up by 12, 37-25. Grenier with the basketball, cross court pass, Ard, 2 on the way, no good. Rebound Albertini. 1:56 left to go in the game, 12-point lead, 37-25. Josie Harris with the basketball, off to Elise Doherty. Doherty up above the timeline. To her left, dribbles back out towards the top of the key. Albertini with the basketball up above the timeline. 1:30 left to go in the game. Indians up by 12. Down to the corner to Albertini. Kicks it back up top to Elise Doherty. Indians perfectly happy with standing up by the timeline, holding the game. 12-point ball game. Sophia Albertini in the lane. Tough shot up, no good. Rebound to Marmaton Valley.
Not sure that's the one you wanted.
1:07 left to go in the game. Becker gets past the Indians, and she's going to go line to shoot 2.
She's 2 for 4 on the night for free throws.
Oh, well, over 10 fouls, so the Indians double foul, or double bonus rest away, but it was a shooting foul anyway. First free throw, no good, short. As Becker settles into line for the second, 12-point lead for the Indians, 37-25. Second free throw on its way off, no good. Struthers with the rebound. Struthers crosses half court with it, feeds it to Elise Doherty. Doherty with the left hand into the lane, kicks it back out to Bradshaw, reverses it back to Harris. 49 seconds left to go in the game. Off to Elise Doherty. Elise Doherty crosses over, across the timeline, feeds it to the corner to Harris. Is that surprising to you, Ross?
No. Well, I think the first instinct is to shoot, Dan. Shoot or shoot, but she did a nice job of thinking better of it and keep running clock.
Harris was open for a 3, but passed on it. Now Claire Bradshaw with it, 23 seconds. And a foul on Becker is going to send Claire to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1. Surprised they didn't foul much earlier in that, trailing by 12. I suppose just trying to play good, solid defense.
Yeah, I mean, you foul and we start making free throws, and all of a sudden a game that really was a very close all night long looks like a blowout when in fact it really wasn't. But at the same time, you got to give yourself a chance to win too. So different strategies.
In and out, no good on the front end of 1-and-1. As Marmaton Valley goes to their bench. Nine seconds left, 37-25. Lady Indians are going to come out victorious and win the 8 center mid-season tournament with a solid victory of 37-25. We'll be back with the final game thoughts and stats after this 2-minute timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. welcome back to Iola Middle School, where the St. Paul Lady Indians win their pool of the Yates Center mid-season tournament with a victory, hard-fought victory over Marmaton Valley, and a hard-fought ball game, back and forth all game long, Ross.
Yeah, you know, give Marmaton Valley a lot of credit. They really scrapped and played hard. They took the lead in the second quarter and went into halftime with that 1-point lead, and played hard all night. But again, I think the story is the Lady Indians defense. They held. Marmaton Valley did not have a field goal in the second half, and they had some good looks. Some of the time, some of it was that the ball was not going to go in for them, but a lot of that was the Lady Indians defense really cut off those backside cuts. In the backdoor cuts, and did a nice job of, even when they did get the ball in there, to contest it so it wasn't an easy shot like maybe it was in the first half. And when a team doesn't, it's hard for a team to win when they do not score a field goal in the second half, and a testament to the Lady Indians and the halftime adjustment.
Yeah, and we've been through that. Marmaton Valley had a lot of good looks at the basket. It would have been a lot closer game, clear into the end of the game, if they would have hit half of them little bunny shots that we think we should make when we miss. So just tough shooting for them up underneath the basket. But irregardless, Lady Indians coming out with a nice hard-fought victory, 37-25. When we come back from this next 2-minute break, Ross is going to have all the first half stats for each team. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. It's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105.
Really? Yeah. You'd get on the rest a little bit more, we'd be in better shape. Well, they deserved it yesterday.
Welcome back. 37-25. Lady Indians will win. Or Ross, you want to run down scoring?
Leading scorer tonight for the Lady Indians was Josie Harris, the sophomore. She had 7 in the first half, 6 in the second half, total 13 points. She was followed by Elise Doherty, who had a really nice second half with 8 points total. And then Emerald Struthers put in 4. Sophia Albertini had 3. Kenna Doherty, another sophomore, had 3. And then Claire Bradshaw had 2, as well as Ava Chambers. So a nice job, very balanced scoring for the Indians, and nice job by Josie with the high score. For the Lady Wildcats, the freshman, Janae Grenier, had 13 points, 11 in the first half, really kind of quiet the second half after the defense made their adjustments, but she was the leading scorer for them. You look at the stats, Dan, 31% shooting for the night, a little bit lower than you like to see, 29% from the three-point land, and I think this stat's a little uncharacteristic for the Lady Indians. We got to the free throw line 17 times, so did a good job of getting to the line, but only hit 41% tonight. Usually we're a little bit higher than that. We're usually about a 70-75% free throw shooting team. So make those free throws. That makes the night maybe a little more comfortable for Coach Chuck there on the bench.
Yeah, 37-25 victory for the Lady Indians. A hard-fought ball game. It would have been a much closer game if Marmaton Valley would have hit 50% or even close to 30% from the field there in that second half. But either way, give the credit for the Indians defense in forcing up those misses and securing the rebounds. Is a hard-fought ball game. And playing back-to-back's not easy neither, Ross. You know, had to play a tough game last night versus Humboldt and come right back again and play tonight.
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing about a tournament, and the end of the tournament kind of tests teams' depth because but when you get to the end of the week and you've played 3 times in 1 week, back-to-back nights, you know, sometimes the team with the deeper bench ends up with a little bit of an advantage. I don't know how much that played into tonight, but yeah, I think that's definitely one reason maybe both teams' legs weren't into their shots like they normally would be.
We're about 2:45 until tip-off of boys action. When we get back, we'll have starting lineups. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back as we get set for boys action here, where St. Paul Indians will take on Marmaton Valley as we close out the girls game action here. Nice final victory, final score for the Indians, 37-25 over Marmaton Valley as we get set for tip-off in boys action. Boys had a little tougher road to hoe so far. Started out the tournament with a loss to Iola, an upper-class school, just outsized and outplayed the young Indian squad. And then last night, hard-fought game against Humboldt. Indians started out good, but the wheels quickly fell off of that and come out with another tough loss.
Yeah, you know, we talk a lot about the Indian boys being inexperienced, and when you'll see that when they start playing a team that makes things tough on them, and that's kind of what happened late in that first quarter in the first half, and they weren't able to recover after that. Hopefully tonight, Dan, we're back to playing a 1A school. I look at their roster; they look about as young and inexperienced as we are. So, you know, I don't know how pretty it'll be, but I think it'll be a very competitive game for both teams.
I hope so. No seniors on the squad for Marmaton Valley, just 2 seniors on the squad for the Indians. On the floor, the Indians start the game. Trey Peters, sophomore. Kaiser Watrick, sophomore. Ivan Murillo, senior. Peyton Norris, junior. And Landon Beechner, a sophomore.
Yeah, Peyton Norris was having a nice game last night against Humboldt until he got fouled out pretty early there in the third quarter. Hopefully he can stay out of foul trouble and give us some good post play tonight.
As I thought so too. Peyton played well, playing hard last night too. On the floor for Marmaton Valley, Dylan Drake, a 6'2" sophomore. Robert Cook, a 5'8" junior. Quincy Adams, a 5'10" junior. Bryce Insminger, a 6'1" sophomore, and Even Kent, a 6'3" sophomore. So just like the Indians, except for the lone senior, 3 sophomores, 2 juniors on the floor for Marmaton Valley.
Yeah, we don't find many teams that are maybe just as inexperienced as we are. So like I said, hopefully that'll let both teams have a good game tonight, and maybe we can come out on top.
Something wrong with the scorebook already to start the ball game, so we'll see if they get that corrected here as we get set to get underway. Indians versus Marmaton Valley in the final game of this preseason tournament for the Indians. As I stated earlier, busy week next week for the boys. Monday night travel to Pleasanton, at home Thursday night. 6 o'clock game, makeup game, Frontenac boys. That'll be a tough one for the Indian boys. And then Friday night, oh shoot, I forgot who it was. But I believe it's a road game also Friday night.
Yeah, probably that Frontenac game, Keith wouldn't have been too upset to see that one not get rescheduled. Frontenac's a big 4A school. All right, well, a small 4A school, but a big class team. That's a tough matchup for the Indians.
It's Marmaton Valley is where the Indians will travel to. So Indians, we'll get a look at Marmaton Valley tonight and back again next Friday night at Marmaton Valley. Not sure if we didn't have the scorebook in or what, but we're getting ready to start the game and big delay here.
Nobody's wanting to play, Dan.
Excuse me.
As sometimes happens when you get in tournaments, we drove right through Moran to come to Iola to play Moran.
Yeah, and Monday night we drove to Moran to play Iola. So a little bit backwards, but they had to split it up. There's 2 round robins going on. I can't even tell you who's in the other 4, but there's also games going on at the high school here in Iola, and they split it up into full. There's supposed to be 8 teams here, and they split it up to 2 pools of 4, and then spread it out between Yates Center and Humboldt, Iola, Marmaton Valley, and I think that's probably all of the towns that the games are getting played in. So here we're set to get underway as Dylan Drake set to put the ball in play for Marmaton Valley. Backdoor feed, layup good. Marmaton Valley leads 2-0 off the inbounds as the Indians get burnt by Quincy Adams, and they lead 2-0.
Yeah, not a good start for the Indians defense.
Good drawn up sideline play on the back cut, looped all the way around and beat Murillo. Murillo rattles in a 3 to start the game. So good start for the Indians as Ivan Murillo starts out the game. Each team shooting 100% from the field. Marmaton Valley basketball. Adams with the basketball, guarded by Trey Peters. Right wing to his right, now to the left, rifles it out of bounds. Turnover, gives it right back to the Indians.
Both teams. Oh, that's okay. Both teams look pretty evenly matched height-wise, Dan. Not any advantage for size by either team.
Yeah, number 32, Even Kent, a 6'3" sophomore. 3-pointer on the way by Peters, short. And as I speak, Kent with the rebound for Marmaton Valley. In the hands of Drake. Drake to Ensminger. Ensminger holds the basketball to Adams. Adams fires up a 3, short, no good. Peyton Norris with the rebound, but it's going to be Kent with the foul, his first. Team foul number 1 on Moran.
Nice to see Peyton in there battling for rebounds.
Kaiser Watrick with the basketball. Brings it, walks it across half court. Looks like a 3-2 zone applied by Marmaton Valley. Beechner sets his feet, 3 on the way, in and out. No good. Norris with the rebound, put back good. Good offensive rebound by Peyton Norris off the miss. And it's a 5-2 lead for the Indians.
Peyton kind of picking up where he left off the other night before the foul trouble.
Ensminger with the basketball, top of the key, feeds it inside to Adams, spins, tries it up and under, gets it up and in as Quincy Adams, the first 4 points for Marmaton Valley.
Yeah, nice move down low by him. Like you said, it was just the up and under, got our guy off the feet, just went underneath him for the easy lay-in.
Peters, top of the key to Beechner. Beechner to the right. Boy, it must be a slick spot there. Up top to Murillo, 3-pointer, top of the key. Good, Ivan Murillo, 2 for 2 from outside the arc. And the Indians lead 8-4. Senior with a good hot start here, Ross.
Yeah, and that kind of just gets the whole team going when you hit a couple of threes right out of the gate.
Cook with the shot on the way off, no good. Norris with the rebound.
I think if I was the Indians, I'd try to find Ivan again, see if he's still hot. Or at least make sure you get the ball to him once.
Beechner with the basketball. Drives in, feeds it to Murillo, out to Watrick. He fires up a 3, off, no good. Norris fights for the rebound, put back, too hard, no good. Rebound on the backside, Dylan Drake.
Indians already with 5 quick 3-pointers on the night, or 5 3-point shots on the night, Dan. Not afraid to shoot it from outside tonight.
Adams fires up a 3, good. I believe somebody's going to have to guard him because he is the shooter from Marmaton Valley and has all 7 of their points.
Yeah.
So you might want to put a double team on Quincy Adams, the junior. Indians lead 8-7, cross court pass to Peters. Take a little pride and shut him down. Murillo, long 3-pointer, and guess what? Bang! 9 points, 3 for 3 from outside the arc, and keep feeding the ball to Ivan.
I would say I feel a career night coming for Ivan, Dan.
Cook with the basketball, or Kent with the basketball, feeds it out to Drake. Get all over him, Trey, like glue, meaning on Adams, because they're looking to get it to him. Obviously their lead scorer. Kent with the basketball, guarded by Norris. Cross court pass over to Cook. I wouldn't even let Adams touch the ball if I had a chance, Ross.
Yeah, I think that's right, and I think putting Trey on him is a good move. Trey's about 6'2", and Adams is a little shorter. That tall, lanky frame of Trey's might do a better job of making it hard for him to shoot over him.
A lot better job defensive possession that time, not allowing Adams to touch the ball. Turnover gives it back to the Indians. Beechner inside to Norris, right in front of the rim, shot up, good looking pass. Now Watrick chases it, but it ends up in the hands of Adams for Marmaton Valley. Mason Winter, boy, Adams drives right past him. We're gonna have to get somebody else, do a little switch. Adams put back, no good. Rebound Marmaton Valley, and that's gonna be a walk as he did travel. And that's number 12, Robert Cook, the junior, who walked with the basketball. Need to do a little switch here defensively.
Yeah, you're gonna want, if you're not gonna, you're gonna want a quick player on Adams. He's a nice looking little ball player for the Moran Wildcats.
11-7, Indians up by 4 to the corner to Watrick. Watrick to Beechner. Beechner, ooh, he got away with a walk.
Yeah.
And misses a shot short, and it's going to be a hold. That's going to be on Peyton Norris, his first team foul, number 1 on the Indians.
Indians already with 11 points this first quarter, Dan. Of course, when you get 3 threes, out of Ivan, that sure makes scoring a little easier.
Full court pressure applied by the Indians. And on the pressure, number 12 with the basketball is Cook. Shot up on its way, no good. Beechner on the breakaway, 2-on-1, good pass to Winter, and he scores.
Nice job by the Indians to get that ball out in transition, and a great pass by Landon to Mason.
Kent with a shot, no good. Oh, he gets it. It falls, excuse me, and he gets fouled. And he's going to get the and 1, as I believe Murillo on the foul. 3:13 left to go in the first, 13-9. Indians up by 4 as Kent at the line, the 6'3" sophomore. Try to make it a 3-point play off, no good. Slapped around, out of bounds, and it's going to be Moran's ball is out on the Indians. No block out on the free throw, so it stays with Marmaton Valley as they try to cut into this ball. Inside to Kent, jump shot on the way, short, no good. Rebound, chased down, out of bounds on the sophomore Marmaton Valley. Good hustle by Kaiser Watrick. Him and Drake battling for the ball, and it was out on Drake. It goes back to the Indians to St. Paul. Trey Peters into the game for Landon B. Give everybody a little breather one at a time.
Well, again, playing 2 games and back-to-back nights, if any breather you can get him was good for your team.
Floater on the way by Peters, no good. Gets his own rebound, good, hard fought, out to Watrick. Watrick to Murillo, off to Mason Winter. Winter, feed inside to Pauly, good move by Dillon. No good, they got whistling for a travel. I thought it was a nice move by Dillon. Step in between the defenders as Peyton Norris checks into the ball game for Pauly. 7-man rotation with Pauly and Mason Winter in that rotation.
Yeah, but it was a nice aggressive offensive move by Pauly. Like you said, Dan, I don't know if it was a travel or not, but I really like the effort on that one.
Kent with the basketball, bounce pass inside, kick back out, 3 on the way, short, no good. And it's going to be out on Watrick, I believe it is, as Cook slapped it off of him, or Drake slapped it off of Watrick.
I think both teams really feel like they have a good shot tonight, Dan. They're playing hard. That's good to see.
Insminger with the basketball to Cook. Cook picks up his dribble. Now it's dead, but gets off to Kent, but it's off his hands and out of bounds and goes right back to the Indians of St. Paul. Watrick with the basketball. 2:18 left to go here in the first. Indians up by 4. Murillo, ball fake, drives in, jump shot on the way, off. Good position by Norris. Needs a jump. He had that partially blocked by Adams as Peyton kind of just threw that up with his hands and never got his legs up under. Great rebound and a steal by the Indians. Watrick with the basketball, tries to push it up floor. Don't have any numbers, need to slow things up. Murillo, another three, off this time, no good. Rebound to Marmaton Valley. Adams with the basketball for Marmaton Valley. Peters picks him up, behind the back dribble, loses it for a minute, now recovers, cross, ooh, ouch. That's gonna be a foul on Watrick as him and Cook. Long cross-court pass, and Watrick tried to jump in there and knock Cook to the ground.
Yeah, there was no doubt on that one. He got his money's worth on that foul.
Nothing intentional by it. It was just both going for the basketball.
Just good hard play, you bet.
And a foul. That's the third team foul on the Indians. The Indians were cling to that 4-point lead, 13-9. Cook with the basketball, drives past Beechner, floater on the way off, no good. No rebounders in there for the Indians. Peyton Norris, the only one even close to touching it. Off to Cook. So another offensive possession for Marmaton Valley. Cook drives to his right, loses the footing, gets it off to Adams. It's going to be a foul on the floor on Peters. No. Yeah, I believe it was on Trey Peters, his first, team foul number 4. Insminger back to Cook. Beechner went for the steal, missed it, now off to Adams. Adams gets poked away by Peters, recovers, sets back up above the timeline, resets the offense, drives to the right, hands it off to Cook, back to Insminger. Three-pointer on the way by Adams, off, no good. Peyton Norris with the rebound. Norris loses it, now gets it back, layup, no good, but he's fouled by Adams. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice job by Peyton. He's really being tough on the boards. He got that ball about, it kind of bounced out to him at the free throw line, and I don't think he wanted to try to dribble at the length of the court, but they really weren't stopping him, so he just kept going.
Norris at the line to shoot 2, coming off a pretty good game last night where he fouled out in that third period. Need to keep Peyton in the game here. He's doing a lot better job the last few games, really stepping up on the rebounds, showing that size.
Yeah, he's got long arms, and he's tall, and he does a good job of getting that basketball.
Norris misses them both. Peters fights for the rebound. It's out of bounds off of Insminger, so it'll stay with the Indians of St. Paul. Vincent Smith checks into the game for the first time for Winter. Just one sub. Peyton, you need to stay in. Peters with the basketball, feeds it into Beechner. Beechner at the ball fake. Little floater on the way, can't get it to go. Wilson Smith also into the game with Vincent. He had a chance at it, and it ends up in Adams' hands. 4-point lead for the Indians. Adams lost it for a minute all the way to the rim, loses it out of bounds, but they call out on the Indians as Adams, quick little player.
Yeah, he does a good job out there for Moran.
Number 3, Dylan Drake, set to put the ball in play, off the inbounds as they float it around, gets it off to Cook. Jump shot off the backboard, and he rattles it home, and it's a 2-point ball game, 13-11. 18 seconds left to go in the first. Beechner with the basketball, feeds it off to Vincent Smith. To Wilson Smith, out of bounds, turnover, goes back. No, it's going to stay with the Indians. Peyton Norris saves it inbounds, and it bounces off of Joe Kale, the 6'2 sophomore's hands. See what kind of inbounds play we got drawn up here. Into Vincent Smith. Smith back to Beechner. Beechner, three-pointer on the way. Good! As Landon rattles it home. A heave at the buzzer by Adams. Off the backboard, no good at the end of the first period. Indians 16, Marmaton Valley 11. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout for St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. welcome back. Start of the second period, Indians lead 16-8, and I believe 12 of their 16 is from beyond the arc.
Yeah, the Indians are 4 for 7 from the three-point line, Dan. You're going to win a lot of games when you shoot 57% from behind the arc.
Peters with a 3 from the baseline. Guess what? Bang, right through there. Trey Peters with his first points of the night. If the Indians could shoot like this every night, they'd be a lot more formidable. Three-pointer by Adams, short, no good. Landon Beecher with the rebound, and he got fouled by Cook.
Now that might have been tipped by Trey on that shot, Dan, which gets back to Trey's tall and lanky and got him over guarding Adams. It's hard for Adams to get that shot off over him.
Peters puts the ball in play to Beechner, 19-11, 8-point lead for the Indians. Watrick with the basketball. Holds the basketball at right wing, being very patient. Peyton Norris off to Beechner, thought about the 3, passed on it. Ball fake, drives into the lane, kicks it back out to Watrick at right wing. Up top to Norris. Norris back to Beechner. Beechner cross court pass to Peters. Off to Murillo, back to Beechner. Boy, Landon he did travel.
Yeah, he just kind of was shuffling his feet. I thought he did it maybe earlier in the possession too, Dan.
I did
they didn't
too.
call it. But
yeah, kind of when he caught the ball, he was thinking about a long 3 twice, and he kind of switched the pivot foot just a little bit, or picked up that right pivot foot. Turns it back over to Marmaton Valley. Insminger with the basketball into the lane. Turnaround shot up and good. Right up and through there by Dylan Drake. Good looking turnaround shot.
Yeah, nice
by
shot.
him. 6-point lead for the Indians, 19-13. Indians up by 6 off to Murillo. Long 3 by him. Off the iron, no good. Peyton Norris fights for it with Adams, and that's going to be a foul by Norris. He should have just let go and ran down the court as he fought for it just a little bit too long, and he picks up a second. See if Coach Watrick gets him out of there.
Yeah, you hate to see him pick up a foul like that. You know, going for a rebound or playing tough defense, that's one thing, but just trying to cherry pick a guy from back pocket that far from the court, that's a tough foul.
Adams out of bounds. They try the home run off the press. Indians jumped into a press there, trying to cause turnover. Do exactly that, but Adams sprinted down the floor and got beyond the Indians, but the pass was just a little bit too long. Trey Peters with the basketball. 6:28 left to go in the second period. Indians up by 6. Beechner, 3 on the way, off the back iron. Boy, it looked lined up just a little too strong.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go in from our angle, Dan.
Insminger with the ball. Murillo picks him up. Ball's loose on the floor. Peters diving for it, and it's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow is going to stay with Marmaton Valley.
Good hustle by both players.
It'll be Marmaton Valley basketball. Drake set to put the ball in play for the Wildcats of Marmaton Valley. Feeds it up top to Cook. Cook holds the ball, guarded by Vincent Smith. Now off to Insminger. Boy, a little height advantage for shot by Insminger on the way. No good. Slapped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Indians. I was going to say a height advantage for Drake because Kaiser Watrick was on him, and Drake got about 6 inches on Kaiser.
Yeah.
Maybe not 6, 4 inches. Mason Winter back into the game for the Indians of St. Paul. Trey Peters walks the ball across half court. 5:50 left to go in the first half. Indians up by 6, 19-13. Murillo to Norris, swings it around to Vincent Smith to the corner to Peters. Peters with the ball, drives towards the elbow, kicks it out to Winter. Winter with the ball fake, kicks to the corner. Trey Peters 3 on the way, short. Peyton Norris putback is good. Good job by Peyton Norris.
Yeah, he was right on the backside block. That ball hit the rim and went over, and he was right there for Johnny on the spot.
And Cook, good pass inside, answers and scores. The back door got past the Indians, and Cook scores. Insminger hit him with a pass down under the basket. Vincent Smith, 3-pointer on the way, good. Vinny Smith, Indians red hot from the outside. Got to be shooting 50% from beyond the arc, and you'll take that every game. Win a lot of ball games, you shoot 50% beyond the arc.
Yeah, we look really good when you're shooting threes that hot.
And making them. Adams drives hard to the basket. Man, he gets it to go. Tough shot, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for the and one. Still need to slow him down. 9 points on the night already for Quincy Adams. And he cuts into that lead, and it's 24-17. Indians up by 7. Adams trying to get it back to 6.
Yeah, Vincent Smith, you know, he didn't play much last night until the fourth quarter. He came in and made 6-7 points right out of the gate, and he's being rewarded tonight by getting in the game, and it's paid off with that 3.
24-18, back to a 6-point game. Marmaton Valley answers Smith's 3. Trey Peters with the basketball up top to Murillo, over to Winter. Winter, couple ball fakes, dribbles back towards the top of the key, reverses back to Trey Peters. He fires up a 3. Good! Peters with a 3, his second of the night. And there is way more 3s on my score tablet. There is 2 for the Indians.
Yeah, I think if we end up shooting a 2, Dan, Keith's going to call timeout and yell at the team a little bit, because the way we're shooting, I don't think you want to shoot. In fact, the first quarter we shot 35% from the 2-point land and 57 from the 3-point land.
Well, the problem is 7th team foul on the Indians. That's going to send Adams in line shoot the front end of 1-on-1.
Yeah, probably not the one you want to send on the bonus.
Back or into the game, Joe Kaler back into the game, the 6'2 sophomore for Marmaton Valley. Adams settles in at the line. Second foul on Peters. 17 foul on the Indians. Free throw on its way. Short, no good. Rebound Landon Beechner. 4:13 left to go in the second. 27-18. Watrick back to Beechner. To Smith. Smith drives in. Tough shot. No good. Boy, Vincent kind of drove into the land of giants there. Tried to force up a left-handed shot and get the call and couldn't.
Yeah, that's why we don't shoot the 2-pointer, Dan.
That was a 2-pointer. Drake with the basketball, walks it across half court. Mason Winter picks him up. That's a travel on Drake. Gives it back to the Indians.
Yeah, those are the kind of turnovers that are very frustrating for a coach. Out just past half court, really the defense isn't playing too tight. You just drag your foot. That's tough.
Landon Beechner drives in, kicks it out. Vincent Smith passes on the 3, kicks it out to Watrick to Murillo. 3 on the way. Ooh, that looked good. No good. Good position by Vincent Smith, fouled by Adams. But that's just the 4th team foul on Marmaton Valley. It'll be St. Paul basketball under the rim. So good job, Vinny Smith. All the other Indians retreating to their end of the court, but it was a good block out. They need to take lessons from Vincent. That's a second foul on Adams.
Yeah, maybe one of the shortest guys on the court, but that'll show you what effort and hustle will do as he went into the trees and got a rebound.
3 by Beechner, and guess what? Cuckoo, Cuckoo right through the basket, and the Indians stay hot. And I'll be honest with you, I thought he picked up his right foot again there, Ross. Landon's might have to correct that little fundamental flaw as he's kind of picking up his right foot as he sets to shoot that 3. Adams tries to answer, long, no good. Good position again by Vincent Smith, but it went off his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah.
Trey Peters back into the game. Ivan Murillo out. 8 threes in the first half by the Indians.
Take that every night.
Ooh, just about a turnover. It goes into the backcourt to Cook. Cook with the basketball, picked up by Smith. Bounce pass off to Drake. 3:14. Drake picks up his dribble now, feeds it off to Insminger. Timeout. Marmaton Valley with that. We'll go ahead and take it out. Timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 3:10 left to go in the first half. Indians up to a 12-point lead, 30-18 off the hot shooting from outside the arc. 8 3-pointers in this first half by the Indians of St. Paul.
Yeah, probably the biggest lead we've had all season long.
Landon Beechner tries to save it in bounds. Ball's loose. Adams chases it down. Adams pass inside, slapped away by Beechner. Beechner on the breakaway, all the way down. Layup, good. 8th point of the night for Landon. Adams with the basketball. Watrick now picks him up. Stay on him. Kaiser as Quincy Adams with the ball. The young junior feeds it off to Cook. Cook to the right. Vincent Smith on him. Drake got away. Feeds it to Insminger. Shot. Oh. Trey Peters just picks up his 3rd foul. It looked to be clean, but he gets whistled for the foul. I believe that.
Yeah, that's his 3rd.
Is his 3rd, 8th team foul on the Indians. Yes, that is his 3rd, so that's going to most likely send Trey to the bench for the rest of the first half. First free throw on its way right through there by Insminger. Bryce Insminger, a 6'1" sophomore for the Wildcats.
Trey, number 3, checks out with 3 fouls and 2 3-pointers. A lot of threes for Trey tonight.
Ivan Murillo back into the game for him, the senior, as Insminger makes both free throws. 12-point ball game, 32-20. Watrick whips it over to Murillo. Murillo up top to Landon Beechner. Off to Vincent Smith to the corner to Watrick. Watrick up top to Winter. Winter to with his left, up and under. Oh, got under the basket too far. Misses it. Rebound to Adams for Marmaton Valley. Good defense by Watrick. Floater on the way. Can't get it. Murillo with the rebound. Murillo pushes the ball down with his left hand. Somebody coming from behind gets it stripped away. Chases it down. Good job by Ivan. Feeds it off to Landon. Landon Beechner, left wing with the basketball up top to Winter. Winter back to Vincent Smith. Smith gets it popped out of his hands. Saves it back to Beechner. Beechner, ball fake, baseline, kicks it out, and he's going to get walked. Landon got tangled up as he tried to go to the rim. Peyton Norris back into the ball game for the Indians for Vincent Smith. 1:42 left to go in the first half. 12-point lead for the Indians, 32-20. Adams had to put the ball in play for the Wildcats. Full court pressure applied by the Indians. Feed over the top to Insminger. Insminger back to Adams. 1:38 left to go here in the second period. 12-point lead. Feed to Drake. Off to Cook. 3-pointer on the way. Off, long, no good. Beechner with the rebound. Beechner streaks down the left side. 2-on-2. Floater on the way. Gets it to go. Kind of a wild shot by Landon.
Yeah, they don't teach it that way, but it was effective.
Kind of a Dan Quisenberry up and under pitch that kind of floated in. It knocked out by the Indians and goes back to Marmaton Valley. Biggest lead of the game for the Indians, 14 points, 34-20. 1:14 left to go here in the second period. Up top to Cook. Cook against Mason Winter. Ooh, almost still by Beechner. Gives it back to Drake. Drake back to Cook on the switch. 3 seconds on number 32, Even Kent, the 6'3" sophomore, gives it back to the Indians. 1:05 left to go here in the first half. Indians up by 14, 34-20. Beechner feeds it into Watrick. What do you think? Go for the last shot here, Ross?
A minute left of the game. We can probably get 2 shots in, Dan.
Watrick, right wing over to Beechner. Beechner inside, tries to feed it inside. Ooh, it's going to be a foul. Tough pass inside to Winter. That is the 5th team foul on Marmaton Valley. So it'll be St. Paul basketball under their own rim. Mason Winter to Beechner, sets his feet up, in and out, no good.
Even when we miss them, they look like they're going to go in, Dan.
Rebound to Drake, and that's going to be a foul on Beechner. It's going to send Drake to the line to shoot the 1-1.
Yeah, not a good foul. 47 seconds left before half, and you're fouling the kid about 45 feet away from the basket as he's trying to get the ball down the court. Putting him on the line for 2.
And Drake at the line to shoot 2 to try to cut into this 14-point lead of the Indians. Drake settles in at the line.
A little of that just being inexperienced. He's a senior, he won't do that.
On its way off the back iron, no good. Slap. That's off of number 32, Kent. And it goes to the Indians with 46 seconds left to go. 14-point lead for the Indians here in the second period. Mason Winter feeds it off to Murillo. Murillo cross court pass to Beechner. Ball fake, drives the baseline, tripped. Insminger with the foul. Sixth team foul on Marmaton Valley. St. Paul basketball under their own rim. Back into the game for Marmaton Valley, Joe Kale, the 6'2 sophomore. Winner set to put the ball in play for the Indians. 34.5 seconds. Beechner sets his feet. I thought he was going to shoot a three, and he didn't. Feeds the top of the key to Watrick. Watrick back to Landon at left wing. 28 seconds. Feed to Norris. Spin in front of the rim. Good. Turnaround shot. Good half-court offense by the Indians, and Norris gets his 6th point on the night.
Yeah, good job by Peyton.
Cook to Adams. Adams going to be fouled as probably going to give him 2, but he's trying to pass it, honestly. But it's going to, either way, he'll go the line. They are going to give him 2. It looked like he was trying to hit number 32, Kent, on the left-hand side of the block, but they're going to send Adams to the line to shoot 2. First shot on its way, gets it to go off the back of the iron. As Peyton Norris comes out, Vincent Smith goes back in. Good move by Coach Watrick. You don't want Norris pick up a foul here with 8 seconds left. Second one on its way off, no good, but Kale gets the rebound. Wilson Smith didn't block him out, but jump ball possession arrow goes towards the Indians. 6.8, plenty of time to get a good look. 15 point for the Indians. Now a little pressure comes from Cook. Somebody needs to come up, give him a little help. Watrick, 5, 4, he crosses half court. 3, feeds it back. Beechner sets his feet. Nope, no good. And he makes it, of course. It needed to be about a second earlier. 36-21 is your halftime score. Indians up by 15. We'll be back with your halftime stats after this 2-minute timeout. This is St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 36-21. Indians up by 15 here at halftime, and a pretty good first half put together by the Indian boys.
Yeah, probably the best first half of basketball they've played all season. Coach Whitrick looks really good when his team shoots as hot as they do from the three-point line tonight, Dan. Indians, both teams playing hard. Honestly, you can't fault Marmaton Valley. It's just hard when you're playing a team that's as hot as the Indians are right now. But, yeah, the Indians are getting good shots, and they're knocking them down.
Yeah, so far so good for the Indian boys. Let's keep it rolling here in the second half. You got to like the shooting percentage by the Indians from the field. We'll get more into that here in just a minute, but I thought offensively, obviously, you look really good when you shoot threes, but not just that. Peyton Norris, 3 field goals from the floor inside the arc, doing a good job on the rebound, on the boards. Vincent Smith doing a good job, not the tallest kid in the world, but really getting good position down there. So a lot of good things to take note of here in the first half.
Yeah, I think when we have missed some threes, Peyton's been right there to clean them up. Probably has at least 4 of those of his 6 points have come on offensive rebounds. And, man, that sure, you know, it's tough when you're Moran and we've been hitting threes and we finally miss one, and then we just pick up that backside rebound and put it back in.
6:37 left to go here at halftime. 36-21, 15-point lead for the Indian boys. We'll be back with run down all the stats of the first half after this 2-minute timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 4:25 left to go before we start the second half. Indian boys lead 36-21, up by 15. Ross, you want to run down first half scoring?
Yeah, Indians did a nice job shooting the basketball. Ivan Murillo came out and hit those 2 threes. Actually had 3 threes right out of the gate and really just got the Indians going, and they didn't look back when it came to putting the ball up from the field. Ivan had 9 for the half, but he wasn't the leading scorer. Landon Beechner put in 10 for the first half. Trey Peters had 2 threes for 6 points. Vincent Smith had a 3 for 3 points. Mason Winter chipped in a 2-pointer, and Peyton Norris with 6 points down in the paint for the Indians. No one in real foul trouble other than Trey Peters. He has 3 fouls going into the second half. You look at the shooting percentages for the Dan. We've talked about how good the Indians shot that first half. Well, let me tell you, they shot 50% from the 3-point line, and that's shooting 16 threes for the half. So when you make 8 threes and a half, you know, things are going to be good for you. The 2-pointers, overall for the first half, they shot 48%, 15 for 31. So, you know, I don't know if they can keep it up, but even if you shoot 30%, 30 to 40% that second half, you're still looking in pretty good shape.
Yeah, pretty good first half put together by the Indian boys. Like you said, you shoot 50% from outside the arc, and you'll take that every night of the week, especially if you can get a couple rebounders in there, maybe get a couple putbacks on those 8 misses. Peyton Norris with 6 points from inside the arc, so good job by him crashing the boards. Not too many trips, well, not any trips to the foul line for the Indians in that first half that I have down, Ross.
I had Peyton had 2 free throws early in the game.
He did have
just
2
right
free
out
throws,
of the gate, yeah.
And he missed both of them on the other side of the ball. pretty good job of defense played on for the Indians. I got Adams for 10 points for Marmaton Valley, so he has 10 of their 21 points, almost 50% of the points. So you want to continue, stay tight on him and make somebody else shoot from the outside. We're going to take one more break before we start the second half. We're going to take one more 2-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back as we start the third period. St. Paul will start with possession of the basketball. They lead 36-21 by 15. So here's hoping that the Indians didn't cool off here at halftime. Patient offensive set is what we need. Murillo right inside the lane, turnaround shot off the back iron. Good look. Good offensive set. Just couldn't quite get it to go.
Yeah, nice idea by the Indians. Just come right out of the gate and pound it inside to Ivan, who has a size advantage on his guy, and just couldn't get the ball to fall in.
Cook with the basketball down to the baseline. Turnaround, good looking shot. No good by Drake. Rebound comes out to the Indians. Trey Peters with the basketball. Just underway here in the third. Landon Beechner with the ball. Feeds it up to Watrick. Watrick to Peyton Norris. Norris off to Beechner. Beechner swings it around to Murillo. 7:18 left to go in the third. Peters, three-pointer on the way. Good. Good looking shot from outside the arc by Trey. And the Indians extend their lead to 18.
That's got to be tough to watch if you're Moran. Just like I said, we're just not missing tonight.
Now still by Watrick. Watrick on the breakaway. Only one down there. And Kaiser makes the layup for two. So good looking start for the Indians to start this second half. Kaiser Watrick with his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, nice job by Kaiser.
Inside, now outside. Three-pointer on the way by Adams. You don't want to leave him open. Rebound Drake. Put back no good. Rebound Trey Peters. 41-21. 20-point lead for the Indians. Everything is Trey Peters travels with the basketball, tried to get it off to Watrick. And defender jumped in the passing lane, tried to hold up and traveled with the ball. Everything's easier when you're canning them from outside the arc and you're making some shots, Ross.
Yeah, it makes things, you feel pretty good when you can start shooting like that. Hopefully it'll give us a lot of confidence going into next week. Frontlink's obviously going to be a tough matchup, but Pleasanton and playing Moran again, you know, it's good to be feeling good when you play teams on your level.
Adams scores inside on a good inside play to him to cut into this Indian lead. Down to the corner to Watrick and out of bounds, so the Indians need to not do much of that. Turnover gives it right back to Marmaton Valley. 18-point lead for the Indians. Pass inside to Adams. Watrick picks him up. Man-to-man defense applied by the Indians. Insminger pass down inside, knocked out of bounds. Kent off his fingertip for Marmaton Valley and goes back to the Indians. Beechner puts the ball in play to Watrick. Watrick crosses half court with it. Left wing to Trey Peters. Peters guarded by Adams. Dribbles towards the top of the key. Bounce pass out to Norris above the timeline. Peyton definitely size advantage. Maybe get him down on the post. Little zone defense now applied by Marmaton Valley. A little 3-2 zone.
Yeah, I think I'm in the Indians. I'd just be satisfied just kind of dribbling the ball around the perimeter and letting that clock run when you got a 18-point lead.
And as we speak, Landon drove the baseline, lost it out of bounds, turns it back over to Marmaton Valley. Drake with the basketball off to Insminger. Insminger guarded tightly by Murillo. Murillo playing with a lot of energy here tonight, playing well. Adams back to back, scores from the field, makes the lead 42-25.
Yeah, Kaiser tried to deny the inbounds pass and missed it, and he was, once Adams got it, it was an easy basket.
Quick shot by Norris, no good. Rebound comes out to Adams, right back in the lane, loses it, but he's going to be fouled on the floor by the Indians. First team foul of the second half. Drake set to put the ball in play. Second foul on Kaiser Watrick. Cook with it now. Now poked away by Peters. Peters, oh, that's a foul on Cook. Good call there as Peters, good hand, pokes the ball away, and then Cook grabbed him by the arm so he wouldn't get the breakaway layup. Going for the basketball, and it'll stay with St. Paul's basketball. 5:02 left to go in the third. They lead by 16, 41-25.
St. Paul boys are just playing with good energy tonight, Dan. Nice to see. Of course, when you shoot good, it maybe helps pick up the energy on the defensive end of the court.
Trey Peters with the basketball. Swings it to Beechner. Beechner inside to Norris. Norris turned around, shot, and he's fouled. He'd go to the line and shoot two. Good inlet pass from Landon into Peyton.
Yeah, it's nice to see him work the ball inside. I mean, obviously tonight the three-pointers are falling, but that's not going to happen every night. And when it's not happening, you know, you better have a good backup plan. And Peyton can do some damage, and even Ivan can do some damage down low if you get it to him on the post.
Norris settles in at the line. First foul shot on its way short, no good. Norris settles in for his second. It's on its way, and no good. Misses them both, so Peyton 0 for 4 from the foul line. And Indians cling to a 16-point lead, 4:49 left to go in the third. Full court pressure applied by the Indians. Heaved ahead to Insminger down underneath and saved in bounds, but turnover goes to the Indians. Beechner with the basketball. Down to the corner, Watrick, three-pointer on the way. Long off the back iron, no good. Cook with the rebound. Cook kicks it off to Drake, shot on the way, no good. Norris with the rebound. Now 3-on-2 opportunity for the Indians. Beechner all the way to the rim, layup, good. Way to run the floor, Indian boys, and they get back out to an 18-point lead.
Yeah, nice transition basket by the Indians. They don't do that a lot, but when they do, they have some decent speed up and down the court.
Now Watrick going to get it whistled for the foul against Adams.
Should be Kaiser's third, Dan. Good hustle on defense, just got there a tad bit late and bumped into his guy.
Vincent Smith, Mason Winter into the game for Norris and Watrick. 4:09 left to go in the third. 18-point lead for the Indians. Marmaton Valley basketball under their own rim. Feed into Adams. Vincent Smith on him. Now stripped away. Ball's loose, and it's going to stay with Marmaton Valley out on Murillo. Set to put the ball in play is Dylan Drake for Marmaton Valley. Drake looks to get it in, and it's knocked out of bounds by Trey Peters as Drake tried to get it into Cook. Feed into Adams. Adams to his right. Vincent Smith on him. Feeds it back to Drake. Drake to Insminger. Insminger back to Kent. Up top to Adams. Vincent on him. Oh, that's got to be a travel, right? Nope, 3 seconds in the lane on Marmaton Valley. Gives it back to the Indians. 3:46 left to go here in the third. 43-25. 18-point lead for the Indian boys. Bleachers are getting hard, Ross.
Yeah.
Landon Beechner with the basketball. Into the lane to Vincent Smith. Goes to his right. Tough shot up. No good. Just rolls out. Mason Winter fights for it. And it's going to be a foul on the floor on Marmaton Valley. Good rebound by by Mason Winter. He's fouled on the floor. Peters set to put the ball in play under the own basket. 3:35 left to go here in the third. 43-25.
Indians not quite scoring at the big pace they were the first half, but still holding on to a big double-digit lead.
Beechner travels with the basketball, turns it back over to Marmaton Valley.
A couple of times that's happened tonight, Dan, when he's catching the pass.
Adams feeds it into the backcourt to Dylan Drake. Now a steal by Watrick. Watrick tries to feed it to Beechner on the weak side, fed it behind him, but Landon chases it down. Landon sets his feet, three-pointer on the way off the front iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Kale. Marmaton Valley basketball, 3:14 left to go in the third. Drake with the basketball off to Cook. Cook to Adams, fires up a three, no good, off. And it's going to go back to St. Paul, 43-25. Indians up by 18.
Yes.
3:01 left to go in the third. Landon Beechner with the ball. Drives in the lane, feeds it to Mason Winter. Tries to break the double team, shot up and under. No good. Back to Marmaton Valley.
Looks like, yep, he shuffled his feet on that one, Dan.
2:37 left to go here in the third, 43-25. 18-point lead for the Indians. Watrick with the basketball.
Indians need to take their time. They missed their last 5 shots. Just take their time and get a good shot and get back on rhythm.
Vincent Smith, three from the baseline, long, no good. Watrick tries to get the backside
rebound.
Quincy Adams with the basketball. Feeds it to Blake. Bounce pass inside to Cook. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Trey Peters. 2:07 left to go. Little fast break opportunity. Now good hustle back by Blake. Cuts Peters off. Feeds it up to top to Mason Winter. Mason Winter out to Beechner. Beechner shot on the way. Good. Landon with a three. Gets the lead out to 46-25.
His 5th point of the second half. Nice job by Landon.
That time a little better on that pass, a little better jump stop. Had his feet set when he caught it.
Yep. His feet were set and he was square to the basket, took that shot in rhythm, and it went right through.
Now fast break opportunity. Kaiser Watrick way ahead of the field. Layup, good. Indians rolling along good here late in the third period. 30-second timeout. Marmaton Valley will be back after this 30-second timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back out of the timeout. St. Paul leads by 23, 48-25 over Marmaton Valley with 1:29 left to go in the third.
Yeah, nice third quarter by the Indians. They didn't come out and have a letdown and let Marmaton Valley back in the game. They kind of kept the pressure on. They shot pretty solid that third quarter as well, and it was a nice job coming into the fourth.
Marmaton Valley basketball. Quincy Adams with the ball. Vincent Smith picks him up as we are underway with 1:22 left to go in the third. Pass inside to Blake. Back shot by Kilton. Up and in there by Joe Kell. His first 2 of the night. Trey Peters kicks it out. Mason Winter, three-pointer on the way of his own. Short, no good. Rebound, Joe Kale for Marmaton Valley. Adams back down with the basketball. Behind the back dribble into the lane. Boy, that looked like a walk. Got away with it. Short, rebound. Beechner chases it down. Needs to look up. Good bounce pass to Peters. Layup, good fast break. Beechner to Peters. And the Indians are clicking on all cylinders. Right back down comes Blake. Shot up, no good. That's going to be a foul on him, on Blake. He's going to send it back down to the other end.
Yeah, Indians, I think their depth, they have a little bit deeper bench than Moran, and they look a little bit fresher here going on into the fourth quarter.
Dylan Pauly checks into the game for Landon Beechner. Landon with 15 points on the night is what I got, Ross.
Yeah, he has 15, Dan.
Trey Peters in the lane, layup good, back-to-back field goals by Peters. And Peters with 13 on the night. So Beechner and Trey Peters, the two young sophomores leading the way for the Indians here. Cook with it, right wing to Blake. Blake kicks it up top, three-pointer by Adams, high arcing shot off, no good, and goes back to the Indians of St. Paul with 13.3 seconds left to go in the third. Watrick with the basketball for the Indians.
Oh, nice job.
Tries to feed it, drove down the lane, seen Pauly out the right-hand side of his eye, tried to kick it to him. Dylan wasn't ready for the ball, and it knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, good play by Kaiser. Dribbled right into the lane, drew the defense to him, and kicked it off to Pauly, just not able to hang on to it.
Adams with the basketball. And at the buzzer, no good. Gets knocked out of bounds, and it's into three, 52-27. Indians up big. Oh, excuse me. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this 1 minute timeout in the St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 8 minutes left as the Indians try to get a victory here in the 8 center tournament. They lead 52-27 over Marmaton Valley as Marmaton Valley starts the fourth period with possession of the basketball. Cook with the basketball for Marmaton Valley. Kicks it off to Blake. Blake off to Cook. Drives to the right. Shot up, no good. Rebound fought for, down underneath. I believe it's Blake on the rebound. He's fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Drake, excuse me.
Yep.
4-2.
Yeah, he did a nice job fighting for that offside offensive rebound. Got it and got Hammer going up to the basket.
Wilson Smith, Ivan Murillo, Landon Beechner, Vincent Smith, Peyton Norris on the floor for the Indian boys. First shot on the way, right up and through there by Dylan Drake.
First free throws in the second half for Moran.
Drake settles into the line for his second.
Not a lot of fouls called this second half, Dan.
On its way and rattles home and is good. And that's just the 6th point, I believe, by Marmaton Valley in the second half.
I got 8 for him, Dan.
Okay. Murillo with the basketball, bounce pass over to Wilson Smith. Gets it slapped away and stolen by Cook. Cook swatted away by Murillo, saves it in bounds, but he's going to walk with the basketball as he tried to save it in bounds, and it's going to go back to the Indians. Vincent Smith set to put the ball in play for the Indians. To Landon Beechner. Vincent Smith feeds it into Beechner. 7:23 left to go in the game. Indians lead 52-29. Smith, right wing with the basketball. Feeds it back up top to Beechner. Whips around to Murillo. Murillo into the lane. He loses it. Adams with it. Drives down against Beechner. Swatted away, but it's a foul on Beechner, and Adams will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, nice job by the junior Adams. He was taking the ball down on the fast break, and he kind of initiated the contact and got the foul call. It was the right call, but he did a good job of drawing that foul.
Adams settles into the line for two. First one on its way and right through there.
His 5th point of the second half.
Adams settles into the line for his second. It's on its way and right through there and good. Full court pressure a little bit by Marmaton Valley. Now they back out of it, 52-31. 19-point lead for the Indians. Or 21-point lead, can't do math. Peyton Norris, turnaround shot. Ooh, high arcing shot everywhere but down and rattles back out. Marmaton Valley with the rebound. Adams all the way down, shot up, no good. Tipped around. Wilson Smith, boy, hammered. Got to be a foul on Marmaton Valley. It is. Also want to give a shout out to the cheerleaders that do travel every game and come. Taylor Model and Brooklyn Tinker, the two here tonight. And Brandy McCrae, the sponsor. So good job by the girls.
Yeah, I think it'd have to be tough being a cheerleader, Dan, when you just don't have much of a crowd to get going.
No student section or nothing else, but
yeah.
They're here every ball game and doing a great job. So shout out to them. And maybe by the end of the year, we'll have a few more fans for you to cheer for. And a lot to cheer for tonight as the Indian boys and girls playing well here. Trey Peters, up and under shot, no good. Norris with the putback, he's fouled. So Peyton Norris will go to the line to shoot two. Maybe Peyton can get on track from the foul line because he is 0 for 4 so far.
He's the only one that's taken any free throws for the Indians tonight.
When you're standing outside that arc and you're canning threes one after another, you don't have to shoot free throws.
That's true.
Norris off the right iron, no good.
Maybe he should back up to closer to the three-point line on this free throw.
Yeah, except Norris is one of the ones that hasn't hit a three, so. Norris settles in at the line. High arcing shot, short, so tonight Peyton shooting a little like Shaquille O'Neal from the free throw line, but he'll get her on track here, playing well inside. He's really played well the last 2 or 3 games, except for the foul trouble he's gotten into. He's gonna have to keep that clean as Peyton, the tallest kid on the roster for the Indians of St. Paul, now still by the Indians. Trey Peters comes out of there with it.
Yeah, he gives him a little bit of an inside presence that's nice to have. 3
by Murillo, off short, no good. Knocked out of bounds. That's off of Marmaton Valley. Boy, Kent had a chance at it, but he swatted it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Indians. Peters lob in over the top to Murillo. Murillo. Now Peters with the 3. Good. That looks smooth by Trey.
Trey's having a very nice game tonight, Dan. That's 10 points for him just in the second half alone.
16 on the night for Peters. Stretches out to the lead. Now Peters with a steal. 2-on-1. All the way in. Floater on the way. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be out on number 32. Even Kent, the 6'3 sophomore. 2-on-1. Fast break opportunity. Didn't work out there, but Indians still with possession of the ball.
Yeah, they fast break quite a bit tonight. They've done a good job with it.
Peters lob into Murillo. Murillo feeds it back to boy, he traveled with it, got away with it.
Yeah, he fumbled, taking the handoff from Ivan and took that extra step, but they didn't call it.
Murillo, a good drive, good little 10-foot floater, no good. Rebound comes out to Cook. Cook feeds it off to Adams. 5:22 left to go in the game. Adams puts a ball fake, move on Watrick, no good. Peyton Norris on the breakaway, 2-on-1. Norris all the way down, shot off the back iron, no good. Peyton just needs to grab that with both hands and slam it right through there.
I'm sure he would if he could, Dan. Or could if he
probably
would.
Not too far from it with them long arms of Norris. Adams drive to the rim, no good. He really cooled off here in the second half.
Yeah.
Trey Peters pushing the ball up the floor again. Wings it to the free throw line to Murillo. Back to Peters. Wide open three. Off the back iron. No good. Hit the top of the backboard, or hit the brace of the backboard. Good looking shot. Lined up just off the right side of the iron. 55-31. 24-point lead for the Indians. 4:44 left to go in the game. Kale with the basketball, or excuse me, that's not Kale, that's Kent with the basketball. Shot on its way, no good. He'll go to the line. That will be Adams back to the free throw line to shoot two more.
Looking for his 16th point on the night.
Adams at the line to shoot two. First one on its way, off, no good. Quincy Adams, the 5'10" junior for Marmaton Valley. Mason Winter checks back into the game for Norris. On the floor for the Indians, Winter, Beechner, Murillo, Peters, and Wattrick. Mason Winter with a rebound, off the miss. Adam misses them both. Winter, but Murillo, three on the way, short, no good. So Ivan really cooled off after shooting 3 for 3 to start the game to really get the Indians off to a good kick start.
You know what? We'll take three-pointers from Ivan every night if we can.
Shot up, no good. Beechner with the rebound. That was Cook with the shot. 4:06 left to go. Timeout, Coach Wattrick. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 4:04 left to go in the game. 55-31. Indian boys to a commanding lead here by 24 with 4 minutes left to go in the game. Mason Winter feeds into Beechner. Feeds inside to Trey Peters. Shot up. He traveled with the basketball. Got his feet tangled up. Turns it over to Marmaton Valley.
Yeah, nice idea by the Indians, not settling for the outside shot, although that's been a good strategy for us this evening. They get it into Trey and just, like you said, got a little tangled up and caused the travel.
Blake on the give and go. Floater up, no good. Mason Winter with the rebound for the Indians. Feed it ahead to Beechner. Beechner down towards the baseline. Up to the top of the key to Winter. Winter bounce pass too late into Wattrick, stolen away by Drake. I think I've called him Blake about 90% of the time, and his name is Drake. Last name is Drake, so I apologize for that. St. Paul basketball. Trey's Peters had to put the ball in play. 3:32 left to go in the game. See if the Indians are a little more patient here, or see if they keep firing away. Oh, it's 1-1. 17 foul on Marmaton Valley. That'll send Mason Winter to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-on-1.
About the only thing we haven't done well tonight, Dan, is shoot the free throws. We haven't made one yet. But we haven't had a lot of opportunities either, so.
1-on-1 on the way, and guess what? Mason Winter makes it.
Right on cue.
Mason's third point of the night. As Mason settles in at the line. Shoot his second. It's on its way. Off the backboard, bang.
Brought to you by Farmers Bank, Dan, or Exchange?
Both.
Both.
I don't know if he called it or not, but called the bank. Cook with the basketball. Feeds it off to Drake. Drake. Off to Kent. Kent holds the ball, counts on, fed it back to Quincy Adams. Adams gets past Peters. Floater on the way, short. Peters with the rebound. Ooh, got all the way ahead to Wattrick. Slopped out of bounds by Cook. Good hustle by him. Wattrick was way ahead of the field, just couldn't get over the top to him.
Yeah, it was a tough. He was down court ahead of everybody, but there was a lot of traffic in between. It was kind of a tough pass.
Kaiser Wattrick set to put the ball in play for the Indians to Beechner. Beechner, one dribble, picks it up, feeds it back to Watrick, bounce pass inside to Winter. Winter in the lane, up and under, tough shot, no good. He's fouled, and he'll either go line for 2 or the 1-and-1. So Mason Winter with back-to-back trips to the foul line. Mason, a junior, along with Peyton Norris. As Mason settles in at the line. First foul shot on the way in there. Good looking shot by Mason.
Mason single-handedly bringing up our free throw percentage this evening. 3 in a row now.
As he settles in at the line for the second. On its way, and high off the back of the rim, and it deadens it, and it finally falls through as it takes about 4 bounces off the rim. 6 points on the night for the junior. Kent with the basketball for Marmaton Valley. Into Drake. Out to Kill to Kent. Now to Adams. Adams pull up jump shot. Good. Running out of paper for Adams to keep the score on. Landon right back down with the basketball to Murillo. Murillo, 2:30 left to go in the game. Now Beechner into Peters. Good shot up and under by Peters. 18 points on the night. So Trey Peters with a chance to get in to the 20s. A feet ahead to Watrick on the breakaway. Watrick's layup, no good. Put back by Mason Winter is good. Good hustle down the floor. Time out. Or just subs coming into the game. 63-33. Indians out to a 30-point lead. 2:04 left to go in the ball game. Indians going to come out with a nice victory here at Iola against Marmaton Valley.
First one of the season. It's nice. You know, you work hard in the off season. You work hard all season, and sometimes you don't have a lot to show for your efforts, and it's just nice to see the boys get the win tonight and they get a little positive energy going in their direction.
Wilson Smith, Vincent Smith, Kaiser Watrick, Mason Winter, and Dylan Pauly on the floor for the Indian boys. Yeah, it's a good one to build on. Indian boys been playing better. Just a young squad. A lot of improvements to make, but in and out, no good. Putback, no good. Drake with the putback is good.
Yeah, you know, I think they have a little bit of the same issues they had in football in that they were so young and inexperienced, and they played some tough teams early and kind of got the wind knocked out of them, so to speak, and not get their confidence behind them. And the same thing kind of happened in basketball. And later in the football season, when they started, when they got their confidence, they looked decent at the end of the season, and hopefully you're kind of seeing that in basketball, but maybe a little earlier in the season.
Well, I know these young sophomores and juniors still working hard in the weight room, and you can kind of tell it. Kaiser Watrick, he got beat around in football quite a bit, but I believe he's grown about 3 inches since football's been over. And you know, sometimes you never know we're going to get that growth spurt. Landon Beechner, he's starting to get some pretty good legs underneath him, and Mason Winter, he's bulking up right good. So Pauly with a shot, all the way down, and Vincent Smith the putback, good job. So the Indians are going to be all right in the future. Keep working hard.
Yeah, their best days are definitely ahead of them.
See if Vincent Smith can go for a little growth spurt like Wilson did. And 0-0 into the game for Marmaton Valley. That is James Brown, a 5'8" junior. Turnover. And goes back to the Indians of St. Paul. 30 seconds left to go in the game. We'll have a pretty quick post game here. Just give Ross a little bit of time to add up his stats so we can go over final game stats. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the live stream. I want to thank all our sponsors. Got great sponsors there in St. Paul. As we've had plenty of time to get them some commercials. The Indians just going to dribble the clock out here and going to come out victorious 65-35. 30-point victory over the Marmaton Valley Wildcats, led mostly by their good shooting from outside the arc tonight. We'll be back with your final game stats after this 1-minute timeout with St. Paul basketball on Hot 105.